Do any of you enjoy feeling unaccepted? In our everyday lives, our moods are typically influenced by the people that give us acceptance, either intentionally or unintentionally. Every day you impact somebody's life by showing them the attention and love they desire so deeply. So often love, attention, companionship, and being embraced are tied into the idea of acceptance because all of these qualities are important pieces of accepting. Each one is a different form of acceptance, and each one works magic in its own way. Today we'll explore a modern novel to go into more depth on the topic. In a novel by Mark Haddon, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, a young boy with what seems to be autism goes through some traumatizing events to make him question his safety and question his own family. Through his journey, he runs into many barriers because of his condition that cause a lot of bumps in the roads. Acceptance, a virtue that can completely change how a person views their life. Use it right and everybody wins. Use it wrong and somebody feels the aching of not being good enough. In The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, acceptance is an enormous part of every character's life. Some people have a strong vein of it, others lack it tremendously. Specifically, Miss Alexander and Tciotditnt taking the extra effort to comfort Christopher. Then there's Mr. Shears, who didn't try to hide his disgust for Christopher at all. These three foils are a perfect analysis for acceptance. First, Miss Alexander. The first time we met her, she completely opened up to the troubled boy searching for answers. She offered him all the guidance she could, and she offered her companionship, not shying away because of Chris's awkwardness at all. Even after Christopher ended with a not-so-great first impression, she embraced him the next time they saw each other. Though Christopher might not have matched her affection, he noticed the effort. On pages 40 through 41, she drops the yard work she's doing to help Christopher find the answers he's looking for. Offering him small talk and a snack, he notices and reacts positively, no doubt making an impact on him. She didn't shy away one bit when they met outside the shop. She offered all the evidence she could until the topic of Mr. Shears came in. All in all, Miss Alexander embraced Christopher and made his life through this story immensely easier. Then there's Tciotditnt. One of Chris's teachers, always seemed to show love to Chris. He gave countless stories of her helping him and going out of her way to make his life easier. On page 44, Chris talks about the ridicule he gets from the other kids that see him going to school, and Tciotditnt tells him not to worry about these students because not being nice to people is stupid. This is a golden example to show how big her heart is. Without these two women in Christopher's life, he wouldn't know companionship. All he would have known is people not willing to put up with his quirks, and that wouldn't have been morally right. People, especially children, deserve to feel accepted, no matter what effort they put in. The impact these women put on Christopher's life may have been overlooked by him, but definitely were not useless. The number one person he portrayed hate in the book is Ed Shears. Everything he did with Chris was negative, and he never tried to accept him. Even after he traveled across the country to be with Mr. Shears and his family, he made him feel horrible for coming. On pages 200 through 201, Ed Shears talks about Chris not only being annoying to him, but he only lets him stay for a limited amount of days, and he acts like he can't understand a thing he says. He makes Chris sleep in a room they use for storage and acts like he couldn't care less about the boy that came to them to be his safe haven. If only the man would have put himself in the runaway boy's shoes, Shears would have seen the help he needed, the love that would have helped him grow, and the fear Christopher hid behind in his dehumanizing actions. At the end of the day, everybody wants to be wanted. If everyone cared about others as much as they cared about themselves, so many more people would feel the acceptance they long for. So I challenge you to kick the Mr. Shear qualities out of your life and fill yourself with Miss Alexander qualities. Find the person you see every day that gets the short end of the stick and show them the acceptance they want. Make the people around you so full with love they can barely eat. Be the companion you want for yourself. If you do, I promise you will end up changing their life and making somebody feel accepted.